Good morning and welcome to day one of Journey to Bethlehem. Most of our attention at Christmas is focused on the little town of Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, and for good reason. Thousands of years of hope became a reality on that quiet night in a stable. But the journey to Bethlehem began a long time before we see Mary and Joseph come onto the scene. The Old Testament records dozens of prophecies about the coming of Jesus, the Messiah. The earliest of those prophecies goes all the way back to Genesis 3, which speaks of the one to come who would crush the head of Satan. And that one to come, of course, was Jesus. And so the journey to Bethlehem actually began a long time before that night in the stable with Mary and Joseph and the shepherds and baby Jesus. While it might not be the earliest prophecy of Jesus' birth, it could be that the most important prophecy is recorded in Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 14, which says, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel." This was no ordinary prophecy about the birth of a baby. This was more than predicting whether the baby would be a boy or a girl, or when or where it would be born. Isaiah says this baby would be born of a virgin. Let that sink in. Think about the ramifications of that prophecy. Those words had never before been spoken in all of human history. Think how ridiculous that sounds. A baby born of a virgin, a woman who had never been with a man. With those words, God sets an impossible standard for himself. This prophecy is so outrageous that if it were somehow fulfilled in the birth of a baby, then we would all know that that was no ordinary baby. There would be no doubt that that baby is the one sent from God. God wanted there to be no doubt that when Jesus was born, he was the one. He was the one that all other prophecies pointed to. He was the one that people had been waiting on for hundreds of years. God knew exactly what he was doing when he gave this prophecy. He was leaving no doubt about who Jesus was. Thank you for joining us on this first day of this study called Journey to Bethlehem. Be sure you can join us on Friday of this week as well.